Hey y'all, welcome back to the Nightmare Toys podcast, episode 50. Woo!
Yay! 50! Woohoo!
And there's just two of us.
Yep, just
me,
two of us.
Dylan, and you.
Christy. Yeah. Nightmare Christy, whatever you want to call me. Yeah.
You, Christy.
Yes, me,
That's what I'm
Christy.
gonna call you. Yeah, you, Christy. Yeah. So yeah, we kind of didn't realize that this was the 50th episode until a little bit ago. We had planned to do something special for the 50th episode.
Yeah.
And it is somewhat special because Night of the Demons is awesome.
Yeah.
But
And we got all these really cool stuff.
yeah, we got lots of cool stuff to show everyone today.
Yeah.
But what are we doing for the 50th anniversary next week?
We are going to go live.
Live.
And then y'all can ask us questions. That'll be fun.
Yep. Yep. And we're still going to talk about a movie and it'll be kind of regular,
Yeah.
but also a lot of it will be answering questions.
Right.
So just kind of talking to whoever's there live. So,
Yep.
So are we doing that next week, Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess we'll post about it more.
Yeah, we will.
But all right. So yeah.
That'll be
That's
fun.
Our 50th episode announcement of the 51st episode.
Yeah.
Really organized.
That's funny. Well, things got a little messed up, though, this week because Philip had to go out of town. And so that kind of messed us up with it just being us two. And then somebody else has to be out there. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of messed us up. We didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But we wanted to do the live for the 50, but we'll do it next week.
Yeah.
So three of us can be here. But, yeah, we'll still do a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
We don't know
Philip's
what
pick.
yet, though. It's Philip's pick.
Yeah, it's Philip's pick, so we'll see what he chooses.
Cool. Well, yeah, so today we're going to talk about Night of the Demons, which is one of both of our favorite movies.
Oh, no, it's in my top.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Top what?
I would say top 20.
Yeah, same. Yeah, top 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good, and not a lot of people talk about it too much. Lately, it's been getting a little more popular, which is cool. But I love it. It's a great Halloween movie. You know, it doesn't really get talked enough about as like a Halloween movie, I think. But
Right.
It takes place on Halloween, and it's just a lot of fun. Really awesome makeup effects by Steve Johnson. This was the first movie that Steve Johnson, like his company, did on his own. Like he, did a whole bunch of work for other companies and all that, but this was the first one that was like a Steve Johnson, makeup production or whatever. And it's really cool. There's a lot of awesome stuff in it. Yeah.
I like the demon makeup. I like everybody's demon makeup in their face.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's also how he met Linnea Quigley.
This is true.
He had to cast her boobs.
Yeah.
For that
this is
prosthetic. Yeah. And they got married.
Where's that prosthetic at? Do they still have it?
I don't know. I've always thought about that. Like, that'd be a really cool movie prop to have.
It would be. I just feel like, I know this is going to sound weird, but I just really want to push a damn lipstick through.
Yeah.
I just want to do what she does. I just want
nipple.
to sit there and do this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But,
everybody else is thinking it too.
yeah, like if I was going to have, one set of movie boobs, it would be Linnea Quigley's from Night of the Demons, for
Definitely. Definitely. That'd be cool.
But, yeah, we brought a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Most of it's Christie's. This is the Angela figure, which is like so cool. I missed out on it. This is like a $400 figure now. If anyone has one, I'll buy it for $200.
I doubt anyone had one because every time I post that, that's what everybody asks about is that. Or, oh, man, I missed out on that. And everybody says that.
I've seen it in the wild a few times too, but yeah, it's always like $400. Like I can't do that. But I do have this set though.
Yeah. I think they still have it on there for sale, I believe.
Oh, really?
I don't
the
think
2-pack?
they ever. Yeah, I remember just the other day it popped up on there. So they didn't sell out of that one.
Yeah, which is awesome because, I mean, like, it's probably the only, like, official Linnea Quigley action figure that I know of.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah, that's really cool. And Stooge is cool, too. The only thing I wish, like, with this is they did, like, they do her, and then they do her with, like, a crazy face, but, like, not her demon makeup. It's weird.
Well, I guess I never really paid attention.
Yeah, like,
let me look at it.
like it's like her like screaming, but she's not in like the full demon makeup.
Oh yeah.
And like even the picture on the box, is like just like the front there, is
That's
like the
not
demon
even
makeup. Like, and so they could have like went full out and had like one with her and then one with the demon, but she went one with her and one her screaming.
Yep, you are correct. I never really paid attention to that until you said that.
But it's still an awesome figure.
Yeah,
it comes with the lipstick and with Stooge's pig nose. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get Stooge to sign it.
Yeah. Oh, really? You didn't get him yet?
No, I haven't seen him at a convention. Otherwise, I would.
Yeah, this figure's awesome. Yeah, that was it the first time you met Amelia Kincaid when she did the signing here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the first time.
Yeah, that was cool getting to meet her. She's my favorite part of the movie. Like my favorite character, and like that dance sequence with the strobe light. That's like my favorite part of the movie.
I love the dance sequence.
Yeah.
I believe she said she was already a dancer already. Mm-hmm. She had taken dance, so it wasn't like she just learned that and learned how to do that for that. She was already a dancer. So
yeah, I think that was like a big reason why she got cast was for that scene. Yeah, and she did an awesome job. I think I don't know, I could be misspeaking, someone maybe not getting credit, but I think she just choreographed it. Like they just let her do her thing and they just shot it, and it was like, that was like her whole life was like dance. So, but it came off really good. I think she did a good job acting too. Mm-hmm.
I do too. I love her dress. It does change. I did notice, really notice last night when I watched it for this. Her dress does change a little bit.
Yeah.
Because when she's doing the dance sequence, it's not the big full dress. Mm-hmm. After that, because if you notice, it changes right after the dance sequence. It seems like it's more sheer and just like one piece of fabric when she's dancing, but then right after that, it changes into the big full dress for the rest of the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she wasn't dancing in that the full bottom of the dress. Mm-hmm. It was different. So
yeah,
I noticed it changed a little bit, her outfit.
Yeah, I never noticed that. I didn't get to rewatch it before this, unfortunately. But I've seen it, I don't know, 15, 20 times or whatever. So, but yeah, I wanted to rewatch it, but I did also just watch it not that long ago. It's one of the movies I'll just put on any time of day, in the background or whatever. And so it's just
background noise, background music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Me too. And something else I noticed last night too. I was like, oh my God, it's Rainbow Bright. So yeah. So when Judy is going down the sidewalk. She's outside and she's going down the sidewalk, and the neighbor's yelling at her or whatever, and a trick-or-treater comes up from behind her, and I never notice that because I'm always watching her. But a little trick-or-treater comes up behind her, and it's a little Rainbow Bright. I noticed that. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, it's a little Rainbow Bright. And many times I've seen this, I never paid attention to that kid. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, never mind. Just something I noticed watching it.
Yeah, but that's the scene where she tries to help the old man, right?
I think so, yeah. And as she's walking away down the sidewalk, it just shows a kid coming up from behind her, and it's a little girl dressed as Rainbow Bright.
Well, what's Rainbow Bright? You mean I thought that's the thing where you put the neon lights in.
That's a bright light.
Bright light. Okay, cool.
Not Rainbow Bright.
What's Rainbow Bright?
Right. Okay.
I was born in 93.
I know. Oh, I know. Rainbow Bright's a character. She was a cartoon. She had all the rainbow colored hair, and then she had Starlight the horse. And then he's looking at me. He's just like, what? Google it. It was more of a girly thing, but it was a whole cartoon thing in the 80s. Rainbow Bright. I had a Rainbow Bright doll, which I still have her, and I still have my Starlight horse too.
Now you can call it a Night of the Demons doll.
Yeah. I just thought that was funny. Google Rainbow Bright. Then you might be like, oh, okay, because I know you've had to just see, because they've brought out Rainbow Bright stuff nowadays too, just like they brought back Pound Puppies and Cabbage Patch Kids and all that stuff. They just kind of revamp it.
It took a long time for Rainbow Bright to pop up, so I'm not flogging myself for not knowing what it was. It was Rainbow Batman comic, Rainbow.
No.
Maybe I've seen some commercial for this in a movie.
She has a ponytail and she's got orange and different color. Yes, there you go.
All right. Here you go, y'all. Rainbow Bright.
Rainbow Bright? I loved Rainbow Bright when I was a little girl.
I like this guy that she's holding. Who's this guy?
Let me see.
This teal
knight
so he's with a mustache.
He's the villain.
Oh, all right. What's his name?
I don't know what his name was. I can't remember.
Wow.
It's been a long time.
Wow.
What's the little villain's name?
But
that was a fun one. Anyway, back to Night of the Demons. We got off on Rainbow Bright. But that's a Night Bright.
Light Bright?
Light Bright. There you go.
Bright.
Light Bright.
Yeah, I had a Light Bright when I was a kid. I love that thing.
Did they still make it? Yeah, they still
I
make
think
it.
they didn't for a while, but now they do again.
Those were fun. You'd be creative.
I brought a super obscure, silly thing.
He did. Which is funny. Before you go into that, because I wrote right here, ask Dylan about the Kid Brothers mask. And he freaking brings it. I didn't realize he was going to bring it.
Yeah, this is my excuse to just bring a cool mask to show, which is funny. Like I like this. So this like falls in the category of like I put this like in the dark and like never take it anywhere. Like this is like one of my really, really nice masks.
It's awesome.
So yeah, it's a Distortions Unlimited mask. Distortions Unlimited is my favorite mask company of all time. And it was actually designed and sculpted by Rick Stratton, which most of the stuff back in the day was all Ed Edmonds, owner of Distortions. But this is like, there was a line of kind of, you know, they call them like movie quality ones or whatever that were made by Rick Stratton. This one is a resculpt from Jordu's shell. It's a resurrection mask. Like Distortions Unlimited fans know, they're familiar with the resurrection line, where basically Jordu went back to like the golden era of all the Distortions Unlimited masks and re-sculpted all those masks in kind of like, they're mostly bigger, but also like a little bit more realistic and believable, because Ed has like an amazing design sense, and he was at like the, you know, the forefront of like pushing the state of the art of mask making and all that, like increasing the quality and everything. And again, the design was like amazing. But you know, now looking back, you know, it's kind of like, again, no one was sculpting like that, you
Right.
know, but and that style really inspired Jordu, and then Jordu is like all about like realism. So it's like Ed's super awesome design sense, but with Jordu's like master sculpting basically, and then they paint them all together. So he resculpts them, and then Ed and Jordu paint them all. And I'm like a huge fan of the Resurrection line. I get as many as I can, and this one is one of my favorites. And again, it's a cool one because it's actually based off the Rick Stratton one, and this looks like really, really similar actually to the original one. As far as the design goes, he didn't change too much. There's like more like skin texture, and the paint is, you know, like better. Obviously, like they took a little bit more time because this is a collector's piece. But the main difference is that this one has eyes. And I don't even know if I said, but this is heavy metal. That's the name of the mask.
I was about to ask.
Yeah.
I was actually about to ask.
Yeah, the name of the mask is heavy metal, and the original had no eyes, so it was just, you know, like your eyes would be the eyes. But since these are all collector's pieces, they're not cut to wear or anything like that. So
in the movie, it didn't have the eyes. I didn't pay attention. I'll have to pay attention again.
Yeah, it didn't have the eyes, and the paint was definitely a lot simpler. You know, like I don't know how much it'll come off on camera, but there's like veining and all kinds of like speckling.
Gorgeous.
And
I can see it.
A lot of shading and stuff like that. Whereas, you know, it was just kind of like just a few colors, like the original ones. But those original heavy metals were like super awesome masks. And but what's funny is like, so because it wasn't in the design yet, Jordu could kind of do whatever he wanted for the eyes. And I'm sure him and Ed both worked together on what they were going to do. But what's fun about this is the coolest part of the paint job for me is the eyes.
Yeah, they're really neat.
And I don't think you're going to be able to see. I'm trying to kind of get them in the light, but they're like oceans.
Yeah.
Like the shade of blue is just like insane. They're really like sky blue, ocean blue, and there's like a little bit of like a gradient to them. They're just like probably again my favorite part about it is the eyes, and it's cool because didn't even have eyes in the original one. So. Anyways, so yeah, it's just kind of my nerdy opportunity to show off a cool mask, because you know usually I just I show off stuff that we can sell or whatever, but you can't sell stuff like this. So this is just a cool time I can kind of bring it in. But yeah, I had to put them in like a trash bag. It's like pouring rain out today.
I know.
Too. I was like, on all days, I'm gonna bring this guy out of the safety of his home.
Not a good weather day.
Yeah, it's raining like crazy for Vegas. It rained all night and all morning. It's still really wet out there. Pretty wild.
So did you buy this from Distortions Unlimited or from somebody else?
No, this one I actually got from Distortions. I have a lot of Resurrection masks that I got secondhand that are like the older ones that are because they're all limited to 24. So they only make 24 each of these masks, and there's 20 different Resurrection masks.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the somewhat newer ones. Like it's sold out now, but I think they're all signed to number 2. I think that this is number 28. So I barely got in there in time. So, yeah. But yeah,
Heck
I've got a bunch of those. I think one day I'd like to, for a Mask Monday video, just like, we would have to do it at my house. There's no way I'm bringing them all in here.
Right,
but
yeah, no.
to show off those distortions masks. I
Yeah.
have some vintage ones too, and you know, distortions, you know, they basically mostly they make animatronics and big crazy things for haunted houses and stuff like that. They don't really do masks that often anymore. But for me, they're the best mask company of all time. So yeah, that's something that like we'll never like get in store to sell because they're so just, you know, exclusive. Like they don't really make the masks. So, but that's something that could be cool just for a fun episode to show off a bunch of those.
I think so. Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would like just to see your masks.
Yeah.
And see what you got going on in your collection. I'm glad you brought that. I'm sure a lot of people are enjoying that.
Thanks. Yeah, it looks cool
Something
on camera
different.
too. It's such a cool mask. It's just one of the best masks ever.
Yeah, it's just cool looking. I
Yeah.
love it. I like the teeth.
Yeah, and he's got this big, you know, horn on the side. Do the profile there. But yeah, such a cool mask.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we kind of really started talking about the mask, but in the movie, the mask is only in there for a little bit, but it's in there actually a few times because it's in later in the movie too. So it's like the beginning, obviously, when the kid like jumps out of the closet at his sister and he's like, "Oh, bodacious boobies, sis." You know?
And I put that down underneath asking you that. I was like, boy, he's a perv.
Yeah. He's like hiding in his sister's closet and she's got her boobs all out, you know.
It's like, okay.
And then so he's wearing it then, and then he tries to scare some like her date for the night or whatever, you know. What's his name?
Sal?
Yeah,
Sal? Yeah. Well, yeah.
Tries to scare him, and then he like steals the mask from him. I'm like, get it back! Like,
I know,
there's no
me
way I would
too.
let someone take my mask.
No.
Like, yeah, so he like didn't give it back, and then later on he uses it. He's hiding in the coffin, right?
Yes.
With that mask on, and he pops out, and that's always a really cool part of the movie too. So just being like a huge mask nerd, like I knew about the mask before I saw the movie, I think. You know, which
wow.
that just happens to me a lot or whatever.
That's awesome.
But like, so anytime I like see a mask, I'm like, oh, that's heavy
know
metal,
that.
it's insane. It's a distortions mask, you know. But yeah, that definitely just added to my love and appreciation of the movie was having a distortions mask.
Cool
in
mask.
there.
Man, so many 80s movies had just some really cool masks and just cool. Like, I always now I really look in the backgrounds of movies
Yeah.
for different toys or masks or whatever, posters or whatever now that I just didn't, pay attention to before, but I do
Right.
now. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
love
cool.
that.
There's a bunch of awesome stuff.
well,
But,
when was the first time that you watched Night of the Demons?
Not super long ago, but probably like over 5 years ago. But I didn't grow up with it or anything like that. I think I probably watched it because of Steve Johnson. Like it wasn't anything that was recommended to me or anything. I think I just probably found it because I was just
Right.
going through all the makeup people and yeah, it's like it's just a famous Steve Johnson movie. Like same thing with Fright Night. Like I was never shown Fright Night as a kid or anything. I just saw it because I was like, it's a Steve Johnson movie or whatever.
Oh, there you go.
But
Yeah, I seen it when it came out, obviously. I mean, I didn't go to the movie there or anything, but I seen it when it came out on HBO, shortly after that. Again, I've watched a lot of my movies on HBO, so.
yeah, when was this movie released?
88.
88? Oh, really? I thought it was a little earlier than that.
It's 88. And then they have done a part 2 and part 3. Have you seen those?
I've seen 2 and 3. I've seen in the background, but not really.
Yeah, I've seen 3 once. I do own part 2. I didn't bring it, though. I didn't know if I should have, but I didn't bring that one. But I do have part 2.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's good, and it's not as good as the first one. But
Well, no, because you got the whole charm of the first one, and then the
Yeah.
second one just kind of repeating a little bit, pretty much. So, yeah.
yeah, more boobies in the second one. though.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of boobies in the first one, though, too.
Yeah, the,
What's the Peter Pan chick's name?
yes.
She's also in
That's what
one
I
of
was
the
about to say.
Friday
She's
movies.
in Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's got a nice set.
yeah,
I was about to say that myself, and you take it out. Yeah, she's got a very nice set.
yeah. I appreciate
She's
her
hot.
very much. Yeah.
She's hot.
The Peter Pan costume's cute too.
Yeah.
That's a funny that's another cool thing about this movie is just because it's Halloween night, they're all wearing like they're like costumes, but they're not like over the top costumes. Like you don't maybe you don't quite notice right away that the main character is Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
Right.
But then once like you know that and you kind of like watch it and it's like, oh, it's a little bit like kind of the story of that too. Like not, completely, but it's like she's definitely playing like the character of like Alice in Wonderland in that world. And then you got like the pirate. He's just dressed as just like a generic pirate. And then you just start watching it and it's like it's just fun,
And then the other girl, I don't know what the other girl's name was either. There's the other girl too that died, that fell onto the car. She was like a Egyptian goddess type thing or something like that. It seemed like so. Yeah, I like that they were all wearing costumes. And I did write this down. I wrote down that I feel like that at conventions we need more cosplayers cosplaying these characters. You don't see it very often, and if you do, it's usually Angela. Mm-hmm. But I would love to see someone, a whole group of really friends fun. Being all of them and all their little that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
And you don't see people cosplay Linnea's outfit when her outfit's really cute.
Yeah, and you could probably find it too. It's like ballerina Barbie pink.
Like a little pink. Yeah, and see, I hate pink. I hate Barbie pink.
And you can do like the crazy makeup all over her face and stuff. So there's a lot of good opportunity there.
I think so.
And like Stooge would be cool. You just get if someone really cut their hair like that too. Yeah. Funny. He's got a pretty ridiculous mullet.
I mean, his outfit's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And you just got to get the pig nose. That's all.
Yeah. You could thrift his outfit for sure.
So we're going to need a whole bunch of people to cosplay everybody.
I'll be one of the people. I don't have enough friends to put this together, but if you have like 3 or 4 friends, then maybe we could piece this together.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see more cosplaying of this. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like pink, though, I would like to cosplay that. I think that would be cute.
Yeah.
I love her hot pink heels, though. I have to say, I wouldn't mind having those. But
yeah.
And the little lipstick. I like the lipstick.
Yeah, you'd have to get some like prosthetic piece.
Yeah.
Push it in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool moment.
It is. It's just.
Because you're like really not like something's gonna happen, but like you're like oh. Crap, and it really looks good.
It looks pretty good.
Looks really good.
Yeah, you're so mesmerized by boobs.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like, oh, yeah, boobs.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she just does this, and you're just like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Cool.
Yeah, God bless Linnea Quigley.
I know. That was a dream to meet her just because she's in so many good B-rated movies. So.
Yeah, I waited in line for margaritas with her.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's fun.
Yeah, she's cool. She's always having a good time. You have the horror workout on VHS, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I need that.
Yeah, I want it. It's an expensive one.
Yeah. No, I don't have that.
Yeah, you can get. She usually has like the DVDs at her booth.
Yeah.
And stuff like it's like $20 and she'll sign it or whatever. So that's like pretty cool. But I haven't had a chance to get one yet.
I think I've seen it on Tubi. You can actually watch it on Tubi.
Oh, really? I watched it on YouTube.
Yeah, they put it on Tubi. I noticed that one day. I was like, oh, that's interesting. There was another thing I wrote down that I wanted to talk about, too. The arm flying when it grabbed Judy's leg. That was a pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool special effect. I liked that one. Do you remember what I'm talking
now
about?
I'm drawing a blank.
Judy's the Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
And there's an arm that just flies, and it just, and then it grabs her leg. Just an arm. Yeah. I just thought that was a really cool special effect. That's one of my favorites in the movie.
Oh man, I feel dumb. I'm drawing a blank on that, but I'm sure it's tight.
Yeah, because then it gets her leg, and then she's like, "Ew!" and she like throws it off her leg. It's just a little funny moment, but the arm is really cool looking, and it's just cool how it just goes,
yeah,
just flies in the air and just grabs her leg.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Steve Johnson's really good. He he just like does things. He always thinks out of the box and comes up with like new ways to do things, and like wouldn't take like well, if the easiest way is like the way to do it, then he would do like the easiest way or whatever too. But they would just like invent all kinds of just crazy things that no one had ever tried before, and so there's a lot of cool stuff in that one.
I like the demon makeup he did, but why didn't he? This is my question though. So like at the end when all the demons are together, all the people that turned into demons, 2 of them don't have demon face though. It's just their face, and they just added a little blood on their face. I wonder why they decided to do that and not do all of them looking like a demon.
my guess is time and money.
I guess so, because it was
Just a
like two of the
guess, yeah.
guys
Yeah.
didn't have the demon face. They were just like, they just looked possessed, and they
Yeah.
had some blood, and that was all their makeup. Like the guy with that was missing the arm that I was talking about,
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
he didn't have like a demon face. And I was like,
Yeah, that's weird.
I wish they all looked demon. And then the other guy that went to go to her house that stole the mask, he didn't look demon-ish either. He
Yeah.
just looked possessed with blood.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it was probably like, because I mean, it was pretty low
It's more
budget.
them three
Yeah.
that more look demon
Yeah.
than anybody else. But
Probably just so much time to just do, like, that many people in one day or whatever. Or yeah, I'm assuming that the makeup crew is probably pretty small.
yeah,
But,
I did notice that though. It's like they're not all looking like a demon.
yeah. But, yeah, and the music's cool, too.
Music's
You got
good.
the record over there?
Yeah, this
Oh, there
is
it
Brian's. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is Brian's right here. So we got Brian's stuff in here too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the soundtrack's great. I love the soundtrack. It's good. Let's see. Ooh, that's thick. That's a thick one.
Is it 2 records?
It might be, because it's yeah, it is.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I need to buy that one. But
Yeah, me too. I don't have it either. That's cool. The artwork's awesome. Well, is that it? What else about Night of the
I'm trying
Demons?
to think of other specific
And
things to
again, you
drop.
said earlier too, and I think so too, that it's just a great movie to watch at Halloween time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Halloween Day or Halloween Eve, or just in October or whatever. It's just a great Halloween-esque movie.
Yeah, definitely. And they just do the seance because the veil's thin or whatever. Like that whole I guess that's one thing. Like just that whole thing with the mirror is awesome.
Yeah.
Like all the effects that they do where they're going in the mirror and the mirror turns black and then you see the demon inside of it. That demon's like really badass looking too.
So was that like their little CGI from back then?
I don't think it was CGI.
You don't think so?
No.
How'd they do
The
it then?
demon?
Yeah, when they just showed the demon face. How did they do that?
I'd need
Because
to
it
watch
looks
it
a
and
little
try to
CGI,
guess,
but I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm sure that it's the word, but I think the demon itself is practical, and then it's laid on top of that black area or whatever.
Okay.
Like I'm drawing a blank on the word now,
Okay.
but
Well, so that was another
know what I
question. I was
mean.
wondering if that was CGI or not.
yeah, no, I don't
For
think
back then.
I don't think it's CGI. But oh man, what's the word? I mean, it's the same. Like it's done a lot better, but like the same way they do the birds and birds. Like,
Right.
There's
I know what you're talking
you just
about, but I don't
lay
know
it
what
on
the
top of.
word is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too early. For
I've
me.
watched a lot of like the back stuff on movies. I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know what it's called.
I don't know, but
It's cool looking.
Yeah, but I think especially because it's just a black background too. I think it was probably pretty easy to get to do that. But the demon itself is like really cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if Steve Johnson sculpted that or not. I don't really hear that part get talked about a whole lot. But you know what shot I love is once the mirror's broken and it's all over the ground and they're all like standing above all the broken pieces and you can see like every single
The
character
face
in the
and the broken
different
pieces.
broken pieces. Like that's a really cool shot.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's just a good movie. I love the animated sequence in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
And like that music's awesome and the animation's cool and the font that they use, like it's just like very just
It's fun.
classic fun
Yeah.
Halloween movie,
Yeah, I like it too. I was really noticing that last night too. I was like, oh, I guess I just didn't pay attention to the opening sequence before last night.
Yeah, it doesn't take itself like super seriously, but like it's just a good movie. It's a good fun movie.
I liked looking at the Halloween decorations too in their house,
Mhm.
in Judy and her brother's house, because they have like all these little old cardboard cutouts everywhere of Halloween decorations and stuff. The old stuff. I don't know. I like
Yeah.
that too.
And a cool
It's
thing
fun to look at.
with the characters, like in the beginning, like Sal or whatever, he comes off as like the bad guy. He's like the asshole, who's like only interested in sex or whatever. But then there's like the knight in shining armor guy, the guy that looks like Zach Galligan.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
It does.
I don't know who he is, but he looks like Zach Galligan. But he's supposed to be like like the the good guy or whatever, and he turns out to be a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like tries to take advantage of her, and then like locks her in her room, and she's like stuck locked in a room. Right. And then Sal ends up going and saving her. And so I always thought that was a fun little like character swap flip thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like it's just a good movie.
Yeah.
Like if there's not, I don't know. It's definitely one of those movies that I can put on anytime. It always sounds fun to watch. And yeah, I would definitely put it in my top 20. Just definitely movies that like I enjoy watching. Like it just always sounds like a good idea to watch it. Like Creep Show or something.
Right.
You can just always put on Creep Show or this or
totally
The Fog.
Yep.
But
can't wait to get my Fog figure.
Yeah, me too. They finally showed the pictures of the Stevie figure. We were talking about that a little bit when they released those pictures. It looks like it's gonna come with the golden cross and the Dane, like a piece of wood, which is really cool. And I knew that it would come with that piece of wood, but I was hoping that it would come with like a red corded telephone, and like a headset too.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because I'd like to have her sitting, with like a microphone and like a headset doing her thing or talking on the phone or whatever. So that's how I'd like to display her. So I don't know, maybe some more accessories will come with it. I know with like these, Shout Factory exclusives, usually there's not a whole lot of accessories, but it could be really cool.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about too, where it's like it's really cool that they're gonna release it with that golden cross because it'll look awesome with the Captain Blake figure. But it's not really like a Stevie accessory.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought the same thing.
Yeah. If anything, it's like a Hal Holbrook accessory, but they'll never make that into an action figure probably.
Right.
So, so I still think it's cool that they're including it with it because it'll look cool with the Captain Blake. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. That was like I've never like paid $60 for an action figure that I couldn't see before, but it was like.
And then we're all gonna have to go get it signed by Adrian Barbeau too.
Yeah, I'll probably just take mine out.
I know.
I should have bought two, but.
Have you ever met Adrian?
No.
Yeah, we met her at Texas Frightmare. Very sweet lady. She's
really?
so tiny.
Yeah.
She's very tiny, very sweet, just bubbly.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
I love Adrian Barbeau. She's one of my favorites.
So what's next? Let's see. I want to talk about, tomorrow's the store signing.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah, because today's Friday.
Right.
I was like, what? Yeah. And it's going to be Felissa Rose, right?
Yes, Felissa Rose. Dave Sheridan will be here all day tomorrow from 1 to 4. So come on out and come party with us. It's always a big party whenever they're here. They're tons of fun. We will have to put up the pricing. I think they're charging $40 for an autograph. I can't remember. Brian has all that information. I'll have to get that from Brian. And then Jeremy the balloon guy will be here too, doing his balloons, and we'll have some drinks and snacks and stuff for everybody. And we'll have a sale all day too, just in the store only, just for that. So everything will be 15% off at that time for the signing. So it'll be a good time to come on in to Nightmare Toys Saturday, October 1st from 1 to 4. And then we're going to have these coffee mugs. Drew Marvick from Pool Party Massacre had these coffee mugs made up. He's going to start selling these for $25, and we're going to have them for the first time at the signing. So you can buy one of these cool coffee mugs at our signing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't know how much is good or bad to say about his idea with these mugs, but it's a really good idea, and there'll be more of them, and just look out for them. And, but
he's got a more of an idea.
Yeah. Like his whole idea for this thing goes further than just this one mug, is I guess what I'll say. And so there's a lot of cool mugs coming out, and but that one is obviously all like sleepaway camp themed.
Yes.
And but yeah, keep looking out for a bunch of really cool mugs he's gonna do.
But you can get these first time deal here at Nightmare Toys at the signing though, and then he's gonna start selling them. So come get you one of these coffee mugs. And he said it was $25.
Yeah, did you see the dick at the end?
Yes, I did. It's
you gotta have it, right?
Yeah,
I just like how
so cool,
it's like the last one.
Yeah,
and then at the very end,
even see that? Probably not.
There's a dick, I promise.
Okay, but yeah,
child dick.
I'm dying. So drink your coffee out of one of these. Wake up the morning with Melissa. So that'll be fun, having them. And then what else we got? We got a few new things.
This is we only have one of them. There's 3 of them. Maybe we'll show more later. But this is William Paquette's Ghosts of Halloween. William Paquette is a sculptor that does most of the statues for Trick or Treat Studios, and this was made by Trick or Treat Studios, and they're based off these like vintage, Halloween costumes for kids. This one is called, what's his name? Gunner. And to me, he's probably the creepiest one of the 3. He's just kind of just scary looking, and like kind of clowny. He's got this dunce cap with like a devil and the moon and stuff on it. Just very creepy, weird one. And then where's the? Oh yeah, on all of the sides. The platforms that they're on are really awesome.
It's very nice.
And I think they're all different too. Like they're similar. The style's the same, but like the etchings in each little kind of frame, I believe, are different. But yeah, this one's really cool. There's also like a S&M. Oh, what's it called? S&M?
Yeah.
Yeah, looking pig. I'm like BDSM.
BDSM.
What's
yeah.
S&M?
BDSM.
Okay, BDSM looking pig. That one's like really scary. It's kind of it's all leather, and he's got like a bull ring and all that. But my favorite one is Gunner. And Gunner is like he's like a skeleton kid, and he's like holding like a.
Is this one? Wait, I thought you said this was Gunner.
No, this is.
What is this one?
What's his name? Oh no, sorry, this is Gunner. Doyle.
Doyle. You like Doyle? Okay.
Yeah, Doyle's the coolest name out of all of them too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got confused, but Doyle is my favorite one, and he's like a skeleton. He's holding like a stick with a skull on the top, and as a set, they're all really cool too. But yeah,
we have all 3 in stock. We just don't have enough room to show all 3. But
yeah, I can already hardly see Christine.
I know. I can't see you. And how much are these, Dylan?
They're $200 each.
200. So that you will get free shipping with that too.
Yeah.
But they're just very cool, very different statues, Halloween decorations, whatever you want to call it, collectible. And I like how they look antique-y.
Mm-hmm.
They're not colorful. They're like black and white.
Yeah. They're
I like
all
that.
Black and white grayscale, and like they're dirty kind of looking. Like you see like the bottom of his shirt there, and like in the collar and all that. They're
really
they're not
cool,
pretty. They're scary. They're very like they're not
cool and creepy.
Yeah, but you can find kind of the picture that the 3 kids are based off of too is like a real photo, and hope they do more stuff like that. Just like like pretty much like original characters. Not like from a movie or whatever, but just really cool statues.
That's what I like. More just original stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like.
They are expensive, but they're big too. They're like
it's worth
this
it.
Tall, and out of the box they look really awesome.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna buy a Doyle at least. I want all of them, but I'm at least gonna get a Doyle.
I know Chris was very excited about these before they even came out. He told me about these a long time ago, and Chris was so excited for these.
Yeah.
Like, this is all he wanted to talk about.
Yeah, William Paquette is an incredible sculptor. Like I said, he did pretty much all the statues like for tots that I can think of. And
they're insane.
Yeah, like
I
the House by the
them.
Cemetery and the zombie statues and Cannibal Holocaust and all that. Like those statues. I think even the Frankenstein, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I think he sculpted that one, too.
I'm not sure.
Probably, though. He's really good. So,
well, you can buy those in-store and on the website. Yay.
Yep.
I think that's about it. Let's see. Yeah. What else we got going on? Well, I'll talk about my October Spooky Saturdays really quick just to remind everybody. Again, tomorrow the 1st, Felissa Rose and Dave Sheridan will be here doing our signing. And then the following Saturday on the 8th, we're going to do a Funko sale. Everything will be 20% off for a good 24 hours. And then the following Saturday after that, the 15th, we'll do a giveaway. I'll do one on Facebook and Instagram. We'll have a winner for both. And then the following Saturday on the 22nd, we're going to do a Migo sale. Everything will be 20% off that day for 24 hours. And then the following Saturday after that, the 29th, will be our Halloween party. And that's going to kind of just be an all-day thing. We're open from 10 to 7. We want everybody to come dressed up. We're going to be dressed up. We'll have a sale Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for 3 days. 15% off of everything, like our normal sales. So we'll do that for 3 days in a row, all up to Halloween. Jeremy the Balloon Guy will be here for the Halloween party as well. Psycho Coffins will be here selling their coffin shelves. They're really cool. I think we're having Gray's Banana Pudding. I'm not sure. I have to check on that. And I'll have treat bags. I got 100 treat bags I got to make up with candy and toys and stuff in them. And then we'll have snacks and drinks for everybody as well. We'll be playing Halloween movies, which we always do anyway. And we'll be playing some spooky Halloween music all day in the store. And it'll just be a fun, big party all day.
Yeah, and Monster Res will have a little table too.
Oh, yeah, y'all are having a table
Sell some
too.
masks.
Yes, they're going to have a table too. So you can come meet Monster Resurrection. Yes, Zach and
that crazy kid.
Zach, Cash, and is Zach gonna be here too, or is it just Zach, Cash,
Zach
and you?
Cash
Okay,
and me
Cool.
will be hanging out.
then you'll get to meet all three of them.
masks. Yeah, we recently did something that was really cool at this store here called Cemetery Pulp. Have you ever been there?
Mm-mm.
You should check it out. You'd probably
I
like
need
it. It's
to.
like an oddities store.
Yeah.
But they also have comic books, and it's just like a cool little store. And we did this like live painting thing at a party that they had the other night. There was like a big oddities like convention here in town, like a one day, and they did like an after party there. And so me and Zach and Cash like had a little table there, and we were like live painting masks. And so that was just cool. We actually ended up selling a lot of masks too,
Oh,
which
good.
we just kind of brought stuff that didn't sell at the last show that we did. And we were like, I don't know if anyone's going to like buy these, but we were just kind of there just to paint. And then we ended up like selling a lot of masks. So that was pretty cool.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Hell
so maybe
yeah.
I'll have to do some kind of like live painting thing like that sometime in the future. But for this party, definitely just going to just be
you can
chilling.
do your own live Monday mask thing.
Mask Live Mondays.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've wanted to start doing more live stuff. I mean, well, I say more, but I've never done anything like that, like a live or anything like that. But I always think that that's pretty cool because, you know, while someone's demoing or working on something, you know, you can like ask them questions or whatever. So
Right.
I might try to do something like that eventually. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, it doesn't take, you know, like an hour. You know, it's like if I'm gonna like demo something or work on something in like real time, it takes a long time. You know.
Oh, yeah,
Like if I
definitely.
do like a quick, if we do like a rehaul video or whatever on YouTube, you know, the video is 10-15 minutes long, but we're shooting like, you know, all day.
Right.
And you edit it obviously. So it's like if we're gonna do a live and I do something like that, I'll have to really kind of figure out what I can do in like 2 hours or something, you know.
Have you ever been live on your Instagram?
No, I've never done anything
So
like
you should
that.
just go live for a little while on your Instagram while you're just doing your thing.
Yeah, and just see what happens.
And just have people. 'Cause people do that all the time with whatever they're making, and people just watch and then ask questions.
Yeah, I've thought about that. I have like a little, because I do time lapses more or less just for myself. Sometimes I'll show them, but I like to do work during a time lapse just because you know that like there's an eye on you.
Yeah.
So like you can't get like sidetracked and just do nothing or whatever. It's like you're like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like
You're
even
more
though
focused.
it's just myself, you know, like I don't like show them, but I like to just kind of do a time lapse. Then afterwards, you can look and like see all the work that you did all day and say, oh, okay, like I was productive or whatever. Because a lot of times I'll be hard on myself that I'm not getting enough done or something. But anyways, saying all that bullshit just to say that I have like a tripod or whatever for my phone, you know, so I could set it up and it looks okay and everything looks fine. So it's like I definitely want to do that eventually, like just do some Instagram live things, but I've just never like done it. You know, it just
You
still
should
seems
do it.
weird to me. But,
People will watch you.
yeah, maybe a couple, maybe a couple people.
Oh, they will.
But yeah, then they can ask questions while I'm doing something, you know, rather
Right.
than afterwards and then having to re-explain or whatever. So should be fun.
I just discovered that I can actually go live now on my Instagram. I never get to go live because they always ban me from going live. I get banned all the time, so
Yeah, I guess
that's why
Drew
I started
was-
the live with Christy.
Yeah, Drew was just telling me when he was in a little bit ago that I guess like he got kicked off at Instagram for like boosting a photo of just him in like a Myers mask that he bought from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, it's like a pink Myers mask.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
pink
the
Myers
one. Yeah,
mask.
it's like pink Myers mask, and he tried to like he posted a picture and it got like a lot of traction, and then he was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna like boost this post or whatever, and it's not like risque or it's him in a mask drinking a pumpkin spice latte, and they banned him for whatever reason. So he's trying to find
my
out what the hell
gosh.
happened, you know. And I was like, damn, that would have been cool.
That is yeah, really. Well, that's crazy.
But
Dang, Instagram, get it together.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. That's another thing. Like, I'm afraid to post too much or go live or whatever because they're gonna like ban me or whatever. Like, I
Just
don't-
do it.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't have like a
You won't know
filter
till
to
you
go
try.
live, you know. You can't
I
edit.
don't either.
anything
Most
out
of
of
the
a
time,
live.
I try to do really good with the podcast.
Yeah.
But I've slipped up on my live before, though.
Yeah. But anyways, Night of the Demons,
Night of the Demons. Go watch it.
50th episode.
Yes. And then we'll have to, I don't know what we're doing next week for a movie, but we will be live next week, though.
Oh yeah,
So that'd be
speaking of
fun.
live. Yep. Should be fun.
I think that's about it.
Yeah,
Do we have
I
anything
think
else to
that's
talk
it.
about? You want to add anything else, Dylan?
No, nothing I can think of.
I think
I'm glad we
that's
finally
about
talked about Night of the Demons.
Me too.
We've mentioned it like a few times, I think, on the podcast. Like,
Yeah, we know
just
we all
here
like
and there.
it.
Yeah.
Here, so.
I always like trying to pick a movie that we all like, because I just, I don't like shitting on things, even though I do shit on things plenty, but I don't enjoy it actually
Right.
as much as talking about something that I like a lot.
Right.
And so yeah, this is something we both agree. Solid 10.
Oh, yes. Solid 10. And I just love that we have all this fun stuff to show off. Like,
Oh,
what
yeah. You
y'all
left a lot
don't
at
know,
home, too, yeah.
when I got here at work and I walked in the office and I seen that he had the mask, I didn't know he had the mask. I had no idea. I only had written down, ask Dylan about the mask. And he has it. I, went crazy.
Yeah.
I was very excited about that. So I'm excited that you brought it for everybody else to see, too, because I'm sure
Yeah.
everybody else is excited to see it.
Yeah, it's cool, and it's funny too, because if you Google and try to just kind of Google and find out what the mask is in the movie, it's not easy. I would have thought it's if I type in just heavy metal Distortions Unlimited mask Night of the Demons, that it would pop up, but it really doesn't. So
Okay.
I don't know.
See, I wouldn't even know what to Google. I'll just put what's the mask that's in Night of the Demons, because I didn't know what it's called or anything.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
I just
heavy
don't
metal.
Google anything. I just ask Dylan.
If it's mask related.
Just ask Dylan.
Anything else, I don't know. But
And I've never seen anybody post that before either. I've never seen anybody have it.
yeah, it's the originals are really rare. I just saw one on eBay sell for, which I thought was actually pretty cheap, for $600, which I was like,
Oh.
maybe I mean, I've never ever spent that much money on a mask, but they do,
Well, don't sell it.
Well, this one, no, well, so this isn't a resurrection mask. This is, it's still expensive. It's a collector's piece. There's only 24 of them, but there's only so many nerds like me who want that, So it's there's probably about 24 of us. They made just the right amount for the amount of people that are willing to spend money on that.
That's funny.
But that was an original one, so it didn't have the eyes, and all that. But I mean, I'd honestly just rather have this. This is an incredible
Yeah, it's
piece of
awesome.
art, and but yeah, I definitely one day I've thought about it, and I think I will just show off the Distortions collection at the house.
Yeah, do
'cause
it.
I gotta get better lighting in there. We gotta move in these lights and all that. I have a really ugly lighting in there, so that's a big reason why I haven't done anything like that. Because I do actually have, and I'm sure you do too. I have a lot of people that want to see my personal collection and stuff, and I'm it's I would it's you want to see my fingernails, but I haven't done them yet. It's or whatever.
Oh my God.
No one has to see my fingernails, but for some reason that's the one thing I could just pop out. Is but it's just no, it's not set up. I want to see your mask, and it's well, they're not displayed well right now. Or whatever, but
That's funny.
yeah, I'll probably do something like that eventually, though. At least just for something simple like that, just
Yeah.
the Distortions masks. I can show those real quick, but. Yeah, this one came out
Do
into
it.
the wild. Probably the one and only time, except the next time I move, that he'll leave the safe spot that he was in. But
Yeah, the light's probably killing him right now.
yeah, I keep my good masks in a really dark room.
Yeah.
I literally I tape the windows, the shutters shut, so that they can't gravity doesn't pull them down or anything.
Oh.
So no light gets in
Yeah,
there.
you're serious about that.
Yeah.
I have a big window. A big window that I have open. I can't do that. I can't yeah. Because a lot of people will be oh my God, you need to get black curtains for that window. But I can't, so.
Not that important.
Nah, it'll be okay.
But these things are thick too, man. But all right, cool.
Yeah.
These things are thick. All right, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. He's like, wait, we're really stopping? Hit stop. Best outro ever.